What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Lords Mobile video, and today guys we're going to be looking at my idea for a new concept for a new building to appear in Lords Mobile. That's right. So I got this idea guys that I think would actually be pretty beneficial to quite a lot of players, and not just free to play or all that medium spender stuff. I just mean players in general. It's a really nice thing that IGG could add to the game. And again, if you think this is a pretty good idea, then you go ahead and smash that like button. But basically, you saw a picture on the thumbnail there. I've got an idea for something to help out with resources. Now, this account I'm on right now is one of my Hyperfarm accounts. Now, what you normally do with these is you would go ahead and build one type of resource. As you can see, that's what I've gone ahead and done. These are all wood farms and almost maxed out at level 25. And then obviously my wood starts producing in the corner up there. As you can see, I got 26 million wood up there, and then as the wood gets full, I then send that to one of my other hyper accounts, and they do the same thing. You can see I've got 600 million stone, 340 million ore. That's because I've got other accounts just like this one, but instead of it all maxed out with wood, they're maxed out with the the mines. These ones here for the ore production, and also stone, and others that hold food as well. However, as much as this is a good thing, and every guild, generally speaking, that's worth their salt out there will be having some kind of structure in place where they have players that hyper. I just do it to the extreme, and rather than just having it on my main account, I have it on multiple accounts. What the idea I've got here is something just for general players. Like if you're out in the battlefield and you're fighting and you need to heal some troops, it's really annoying when you go to click on your infirms and you just need, like, I don't know, 5 million wood or 10 million wood, and you don't want to open your bags, or you might need 10 million food. And especially if you've just done a rally, there's going to be loads and loads and loads of people asking the bank to send resources, and the bank can only do like 6 marches maybe, or even 7 at one time, generally speaking, to each player. So I had an idea that would really help you if when you're on the move, if you need to just get a quick bit of resource and heal up. And the idea I've got is a new building called the Recycler. Yes! And where I would put this thing, I mean, I don't know exactly where you'd put it because there's not a whole bunch of space over here, but I'm thinking maybe next to the shelter. Over here, clear this little hill off we got here. Let's just zoom in. Yeah, clear this little hill off and just stick it right there on that nice mound. And, good water supply. I think that'll be pretty good there, guys. Okay. Now, the building itself, it looks like a windmill, which kind of, I guess, looks like the farm at level 25, but that only has a tiny windmill. The whole building is pretty much a windmill. And before I go any further, I want to say a big thank you to Epic Within, who actually went ahead and designed this for me and made it come to life. Because I had this idea and I was like, I wonder what this building could look like. What would look good in Lords Mobile? I think a windmill, a decent windmill though, not the tiny little wooden one. I mean, like a proper windmill building would be pretty cool. Now, you know what I'm thinking about calling it, the Recycler. You know that it's like a big windmill. Okay, what exactly does it do? Well, here's the thing. If you have excess resources, so for example, you have quite a bit of stone open in your turf, but like I said, you're running low on that wood, you need that wood. The idea is you can put the excess resource you don't need at the time into the Recycler, okay, and out pops the resource you do need on the other side, all for the cost of maybe a little bit of tax. Just like when you send resources to another player, you have to pay 8% tax at level 25, and of course it's higher if you're a lower level castle or have a lower level trading post. So maybe IGG could implement a tax on it. So for example, and it is just an example, I could say, well, I want to trade, I don't know, 2 million wood for 1 million stone or something, or I don't know, 1.5 million stone, and maybe as you level it up that reduces, so you get actually more the same of what you put in, or maybe even you can maybe boost it to the point where you put some in and get more out. I don't know. That's another idea as well. They could even add a couple of researches, dare I say it, not with talent tomes, just little researches they could put in there to maybe boost the Recycler up, so that you could maybe put like, I don't know, 20 million wood in and get like 35 million wood out. over a period of time. So like you might have to wait 24 hours for that to actually happen, or 12 hours, but that would be awesome for hyper farms. And not only that, maybe like it could go into the bags. That would be really good too. So for example, this is a hyper farm. It can hold a total of 40 million wood. When this farm gets to the max at 40 million, rather than me having to go ahead and put those resources into another castle for storage so I can make more, maybe I could put those 40 million resources into the recycler, and it can turn it into actual wood items that go into my bag. Maybe that could be an option opened with some research or something. Even better, maybe it could put them into items that I can then give to members of my guild. So many different options, but it would allow hyper farms to have so much more control over what they do with their resources. And it'll be, again, if you're out in the battlefield fighting, it would help you a lot and make things a lot more efficient. Like I said, you're sitting there, you need to heal your troops. Oh no, I'm stuck for 10 million food. You're typing in the chat, bang, 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 give me 10 million food. Come on, come on, come on. You know, you don't need to do that. You could just say, well, actually, I've got 12 million wood over there. I don't need that. I'm just going to put that 12 million wood into my recycler right now. And that's going to give me, let's just say 10 million after tax. 10 million food at the other side. I'll do that right now. And then I can go ahead and heal my troops. And then you haven't had to bother the bank or anything. You're using your own resources that you've obviously gone and harvest yourself or burnt castles to get. And you're transferring it into other resources. I think it's a really good idea. Like I said, there's a lot of different applications you could use it for. And I think it would look rather cool. Like they could make it even a bit bigger than your standard buildings. I mean, maybe as tall as the watchtower, just sitting there. And maybe make the windmill turn around. Because that's something that really lacks in Lords Mobile, is the fact that none of the buildings are really animated. A lot of them just kind of like still drawings on the screen. Or maybe they could provide an update with a building like this and actually allow it to move, so we could have like a moving windmill. I mean, don't you feel like there's something missing right there, guys? Where that cloud is. I feel like something could be there. Maybe that could be the building. They could even add a piece of land here, like green land. There's definitely room for it that they could add on to this part here. And just put the recycler there. And then like again, it could start at level 1. You have to level it up to like level 9 or something, or level 25 even. Again, there could be a small research tree to enable you to do more with the recycler, reduce the tax, allow you to transfer the food into the resources into items, and stuff like that. Plus there could be some other researches in there, like trade route speed, maybe even bigger bags 4. I don't know, there could be some more stuff in there, I don't know, but I think ultimately, I think it's a really good idea. I think a lot of people that run hyper farms or run resources would really like something like this. And I think IGG should definitely get behind it. So if you think, here we go guys, if you think the recycler would be a really, really good building to add to this, to enable you to change resources into different resources that you need, and reduce the tax it costs with a little bit of research, no talent tomes, no, we don't want those. If you think it's a really good idea and you'd like to see this in Lords Mobile, then smash that like button, guys, because I'll tell you something, a lot of developers do pay attention to what people that play their games say when something like this happens. So call it a petition, shall we say. If you like the look of this, definitely smash that like button and share this video around. I want to say a massive thank you to Epic Within for drawing this awesome windmill structure that I think looks awesome. It's a really, really cool thing. And I think ultimately it would look awesome in Lords Mobile right there. I can imagine it being like purple and blue and green and have some real colour to it or something. I don't know. I think it's really, really cool. Anyway, guys, that's the idea. Get behind it. Smash that like button. Let me know what you think in the comments. And that's going to be the end of today's video. No action today, just a really cool building concept that I wanted to share with you guys that I've been thinking about. And of course, Epic Within made it real by drawing it. Let's see if IGG will now put it into development. Who knows? Anyway, that is going to be the end of the video. Make sure you give it a big fat thumbs up. Get behind the recycler, guys. Get it in your turf today. And until the next time, you know how this next bit goes. Stay safe, everybody. And peace out.